Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit on down because today we're talking about internet scams, baby. Roll the Patreon plug. See what I did there? You know, scammers have been around for so very long. Even before the internet, people used to do phone scams. You ever see Kit Boga?
Do not redeem! Do not redeem the card!
What?
No.
Cancel!
I wish I was an Indian dude who was just calling old women and getting Google Play gift cards. You know? Is that racist for me to say? I mean, it's mostly Indian guys. I feel like the more I'm backtracking, I'm like, oh my god, wait, did I just... Hold on. People have been trying to scam their way into getting money since probably the beginning of time. Someone probably scammed Jesus. Judas. Whether it was the snake oil salesman in the 20th century or the counterfeit cash dealers in the 19th century, there have always been people willing to take advantage of gullible people for their hard-earned cash. People like to prey on people's gullibility. But not only that, but with the rise of AI and internet powers that be, it's easier for the average Joe to create a realistic scam that'll have an unsuspecting victim forking over thousands of dollars of cash of their stimmy funds. But sadly today, scamming people has never been easier. Really letting people know that you could scam people and get away with it. That's not what this video is trying to be. You used to have to leave your home and risk getting your ass kicked for conning someone maybe in the streets, right? But now it can be done from the safety of your home with a stable internet connection. Well, we're really promoting this. I don't know. It's hard times. Maybe they're stimmy funds. Are we getting stimmy funds round 2?
I hope so.
I don't know. Almost threw up. So come along with me as we look at some of the internet's biggest scams. See, this is where we redeem ourselves. We're letting you know all the bad scams so you don't get fooled. Let's ride.
But sign up for our Patreon for the good ones.
But no, seriously, I will say right now that our
But sign up for our Patreon for the good ones.
But no, seriously, I will say right now that our Patreon isn't a scam. And that it's one of the coolest things that we have on the internet. And that, you know, you get to see behind the scenes content, you get to support me and my team, so if you want to do that, feel free. It's not a scam.
Where'd that barn money go?
Let's talk about some of the old school internet scams from back in the day, right? These are some of the Hall of Famers from the early days of the internet where people, they didn't know what the hell was going on, right? I still feel like in a way we're still kind of in the Wild West age of the internet. I think that we have more of an idea of what's going on, but way back in the day, the internet, you have to realize, was a barren landscape. It was like the Book of Eli. I'm gonna fit in the Book of Eli thing somehow. It was like a dystopian landscape where people didn't know where to run and hide and people were kind of just journeying around. Thus, the perfect place for internet scammers to come in and attack unsuspecting victims. So first, we have to go back to the classic internet scam that everyone's probably heard of, which is a classic, the Nigerian prince scam. Love that one. I'm a Nigerian prince, please sir, help me. This is pretty much how it worked. A random person is emailed by someone that claims to be a high status individual, Nigerian prince, like a wealthy government official or a successful businessman. After telling you how they have temporarily lost their wealth due to some sort of unfair circumstance, they ask for your help in order to regain it, promising a sizable reward. These lies can range from unfairly sent to prison or needing bail money to having their children kidnapped and the fear of their own life. They're trying to emotionally manipulate you, right? My kids are fucking kidnapped, son, please help me. After taking advantage of the victim's greed or generosity, they transfer the money, sometimes giving out important bank information, you know, that kind of stuff. Really, you know, stuff that nowadays you'd be like, why do you need my social, dude?
To run a credit.
Dude, it's a credit that...
Running a credit.
Please, sir. Their money is taken and the scammer disappears entirely. We got an example of one of the texts that is usually from one of these scams, and I can't wait to read it. It goes, "Dear beloved friend, I know this message will come to you as a surprise, but permit me of my desire to go into business relationship with you." Already nowadays, you would be like, you're not doing shit with me, dude. What the f are you talking about? But I feel like people would be like, oh, what are you, okay, what? I am Miss Blank, a daughter to late Blank of Libya.
I like how they protected the internet.
Yeah, why the f did they have to? I can't tell people the fake name he gave me. Whom was murdered during the recent civil war in Libya in March 2011. Before his death, my late father was a strong supporter and member of the late Muammar Gaddafi government in Tripoli.
Gobbled.
God God. Meanwhile, before the incident, my late father came to Canton, Benin Republic with the sum of USD $4.2 million, which he deposited in a bank here in Kowloon, Benin Republic, West Africa for safekeeping. I am here seeking for an avenue to transfer the fund to you in only your reliable and trustworthy person to investment the fund. I am here in Benin Republic because of the death of my parents, and I want you to help me transfer the fund into your bank account for investment purpose. Please, I will offer you 20% of the total sum of USD $4.2 million for your assistance. Please, I wish for to transfer the fund urgently without delay into your account, and also wish to relocate to your country due to the poor condition in Benin, as to enable me to continue my education, as I was a medical student before the sudden death of my parents. Reply to my alternative email. Beep. Your immediate response would be appreciated. Remain blessed. From Miss Beep. Nowadays, once again, I feel like you would look at this and be like, bullshit. This is also with the context, though, that people would probably tell you, hey, watch out, you're going to get scammed online, right? Imagine you're the first person on the internet to see this. Do you know how jazzed you would be? It's like a fucking movie. And you wouldn't ask yourself the question of like, why am I the only reliable person? You don't even know me. You'd probably be so wrapped up in the fantasy.
Scammers purposely pick dumb people, so it's like they make it seem outlandish because it's like if someone believes this, they're gullible.
Oh, dude, if I was one of those people, I would be gullible enough to do it. For one of the first people, and like you've never heard of this kind of scam before, I could see myself being like, really? Okay, what do you need to know? I'll help you. I'm sorry you lost your parents. You know, that's what people say too. They go back on the email, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear about your parents. And you get like, it's always funny seeing the response backs from the scammers, and they're just like, yes, it's tragic. Please give me the information. Sometimes the same groups will send anonymous emails to those who were just tricked, claiming they are part of a scam victims group that are owed a settlement from the government, only to be scammed again. Double dip, which, to be fair, pretty smart. Dude, I can't believe it. I got totally fucking ripped off. Oh my God, me too. Yeah, put in our information again, whatever we're getting a refund. You'd be like, oh, thank God, right? A saving grace. Well, it can't happen twice, right? Lightning doesn't strike twice in the same spot, Nick. And they're just like, just got you. Tricked. At that point, seriously, I would jump off a bridge. I'd be like, I don't even know what's not a lie anymore. Or I would just be like, I'm never using email again. One man received a strange spin on the classic scam. This time, a Nigerian astronaut named Dr. Bakar Tunda claimed to be stranded in space after being left behind on a Soviet space station. That's awesome. Apparently, he was still getting paid while being stuck in space for 14 years, resulting in the accumulation of $15 million. $1 million a year stuck in space, like, someone pick me up, please. To access the trust fund and receive a massive reward, the Nigerian astronaut asked for $3 million for a flight home. What do you mean? If you have 15 million, like, to be fair, awesome setup. I am currently typing to you from space. You're like, oh, a Nigerian guy. You're like, where the fuck? I can't even see this guy. But if a guy's like, I'm up by the fucking moon, every night you're gonna be like, motherfucker's up there. I guess you're just kind of fishy. He's probably mass sending these out to where he's just like, you're gonna find one guy who just has $3 million. You never know. But move on from those kind of scams. Those are, that's an old classic. We've all heard of those before. Let me get you something that is near and dear to my heart, and I'll fill you in here in a bit. But these are romance scams. Sometimes, in order to cloud an innocent person's judgment, scammers enter a full online relationship with people to gain their trust and take their money.
It's a big freaking joke. Yeah.
And the first example we have are the Yahoo Boys. It's a great name, though, huh? In Nigeria, it's Nigerians, man. In Nigeria, there is an infamous group of scammers known as the Yahoo Boys, a group of cyber criminals that have successfully scammed thousands of people through elaborate schemes, namely the romance scams. Little motherfuckers got silver tongues, dude. They're sitting there, they're sweet talking you and all that kind of stuff. They operate out of what they refer to as the Hustle Kingdom. In reality, it's a dark, compact room filled with members using piles of computers and phones to enact scams. It's pretty much just, like a regular room, and everybody has like a gateway computer turned on, and it would look like a LAN party, a fun LAN party, but instead they're like sexting old women and stuff like that for money. I do like this picture here. They all have their face masks on. Like, one of us is definitely sick. They extort people through dating sites and social media by impersonating attractive women and men, and after chatting and flirting for a while, they're able to convince women and men to send them money through various means, right? Which the men part would probably be the easiest. You're some fucking like big-titted woman, and some guy's like, hello, princess. Good morning, darling. The person's just like, hello, did you go to bank today? I'm on my way. That guy feels like he's on top of the world, too.
You know how you prove that these women are scammers? If they message hello first. Always fake, because they're desperate to get your money.
What are you talking about, dude? Are you talking about women never text you hello first? Are you like a bitter?
On Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never. I've never had a real person text me hello.
It's going to be a lot of women being like, I have definitely said hello first. Dick's like,
On Bumble.
nah.
Unless you're on Bumble, and even then they don't, because they had to change it that men can now message first, and now the CEO left because the company's failing.
I'm glad we don't put a camera on you, dude, because he is ranting and raving. He's moving his arms around. Look at me. You're stomping and huffing and puffing. According to one of the romance scammer kingpins tracked down by CBS, Americans are by far the easiest in the world to scam like this. You're a perfect. Have you ever been on the dating websites? You talk to Chinese guys all the time.
Wow, they're Asian women.
Well, but they're Chinese guys.
Well, they're guys.
It's a picture of women, obviously, because you always say there's like a breaking point where it's like,
Well, they ask for pictures, and then so you send normal pictures. They're like, no pictures of your thing down there.
Oh, do you think they're trying to extort you? So they're asking nudes for you or blackmailing you or something?
I don't think it's blackmail. It's literally just, I think it's gay men probably just like want nudes. So they're like,
oh, so you don't even think this is a financial scam? You're saying that this is like people who are like, I just want to see your cock and jack off to it.
I did get scammed out of Ethereum one time though.
What?
It was only like $400, but
that's a lot of money. So how did that happen? Was that from a dating website too?
No, it was on Reddit. I was being stupid. I was trying to buy like a chemical from a company. You have to have
what? Like you're like kind of going back to what?
So
chemical?
there's a website.
Yeah. I get that there's a website for the chemical.
The chemical.
But what do you need the chemical for?
It's basically just a preservative. You put it in so like your food or something will last longer.
So, hold on. You went on a website and they asked you for crypto to buy magic dust, apparently, that you throw on your chicken and it makes your chicken last longer? Well, first off, why do you need these preservatives? How long are you keeping things?
Because I was just like, oh, there's a market for this. But then, like, the problem was the preservative you had to buy from a science company, Irvine Science. And so I was like, I don't have a login for this. So on Reddit, I was like, hey, does anybody have a login for this? Yeah, man, I got you. So I was like, okay. And I was like, this is how much I want. And he's like, okay, my fee is like 10%. So then I gave him that, and then I tipped him. Give him like an extra $100. He's like, thanks, bro. Anyways, he sent me these screenshots, and I like looked at them again, and I realized that he just put them in the cart, which anyone can do. And then I was like, oh no, he scammed me. And I was like, well, I'm out of money, so.
I just want to say too, what I decided out of that too is that you didn't even say your scam. So in my head, you are still, you didn't put it out there so someone else couldn't do it. You're still holding it on the back burner in case you do come across this preservative. You didn't even tell me what the preservative is for or anything. It doesn't matter. We're going, which Yahoo boys, who gives a shit? They're scamming people. That I just find out that Nick is plotting something. I don't know. Watch out. That was all I gotta say. Or we could talk about a woman who lost 120,000 pounds in a romance scam. Linda Young had recently divorced her husband of 24 years. Good woman. Because her children had already graduated and moved out of the house, she found herself lonely and in need of a new relationship. The birds are out of the nest, and now she's in this place where she has a lot of free time. She's looking for a new love. Who hasn't been there? This led to her joining a dating site for people over 50, where she met a charming and attractive man. They were talking all the time, whether it be over email, text, or even phone calls. So she was starting it off on Gmail. And then she's texting. And now she's even calling. And see, that's how they get you too, is they're like, well, call me. That's how you know it's a real person. You know, well, I mean, like in a way you're like, oh, this is a scam. But then you call, hey, I'm real.
I do that. I'm so paranoid of it. I said, you want to get on FaceTime?
To the new people you're dating?
I do.
This is a very revealing video. I mean, this is about internet scams, and you're blossoming like a little flower right now. In an article from the BBC, she recounts her feelings, and it goes as follows.
I just couldn't stop the adrenaline rush. It was addictive. Every time my phone buzzed or a text came through from him, me whole world just lit up.
Okay, she sounds beautiful. After 6 months, she was completely obsessed with this man. This ended up clouding her judgment when he eventually asked for a large sum of money to invest for both of them. She was promised that this money would come back to her since they were going to undoubtedly have a future together. See, this is the long con. 6 months too. That's not a fucking, little weekend thing. This guy's been putting the time in. You know, people are doing that too. They have to be doing it to like 20 different people. And it's like things that are just,
They're on their phone. They have 12 phones.
Yeah, a bunch of different numbers. And yeah, 100%. Unfortunately, she decided to go for it, transferring 120,000 pounds to the man only to be ghosted and abandoned completely. That's very sad. Linda admitted,
It took me a long time to work through
the shame.
What a sad way to end that. When you go through one of those scams, do you think that you would ever want to go through like an online dating website again?
Well, I said that, and I still use online dating.
Well, to be fair, you never got online scammed. You just asked for like a mystery chemical to put onto something to scam people. Well, I want to see something.
Hello?
Hello, mother.
How's it going?
Hey, I'm doing a video on internet scams right now, and I was wondering, can you talk to me about that guy at all?
Oh, God, yes. Well, it was on a first free dating website, but it just started out as a friendly thing, just somebody like online to talk to, and they suck you in. And when you're looking back, it was kind of like a romance novel kind of talk, like women like, but you know, it's not a normal conversation per se. But just all these nice little innuendos and things, and then just goes into what he does for a living. And then it was always some kind of like looking into it, some kind of oil rig. You're in another country. You're working for the military. It's secret kind of vibe. And, you know,
How serious?
They're making tons of money, probably tons of money, but it's very secretive. It's very, and he's always widowed. Unfortunate mishap of the spouse.
How long did this go on for?
Ugh.
The girl who was scammed out of 120,000, it was 6 months.
No, this probably was like 9. Maybe.
Wow. So
Maybe.
Was it pretty serious? Like, did you like?
Well, for a long time it wasn't, and then it just seemed like for like 6 months it was just talking all the time. Of course, because you know. But then he started talking about meeting and stuff like that, and there'd always be something going on. And I remember showing your pictures and. You know, me not having a clue, you're like, wow, that's not real. And I was like, I mean, you were nice about it, but you're like, look at this picture. And I had no idea. I'm like, what? And you're like, I mean, just check it out.
Be honest, mother, did he get some pictures out of you?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Unfortunate. Well, you have any advice for people that are online dating?
Yes, I do. Immediately get offline and try to meet people while you're out and about. Well, that's easier said than done.
Okay.
No.
All right. This is turning into a very bitter. This is turning into a bitter thing. I love you. I'm gonna go.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
Night. Old girl got sent pussy and titty pics to the guy. You know what's f***ed up too is like the ultimate goal is money, whatever, but that's just like a cherry on top for him. You know, it's like a power trip thing too. It's up. Anyways, let's talk about Stranger Things fan thinks she's dating one of the actors from the show. I guess with AI and stuff, you can count some of these things, but also I think Finn Wolfhard's dating you. You know what I mean? Really? Anyways, in 2023, a mother. I mean, already. What are we? Come on, really? A mother from Kentucky named Michaela. Is that really how you spell it, too? It is some, like, white trash Michaela stuff right there. Good lord, girl. Michaela was going through a rocky relationship with her husband. Feeling lonely, she decided to join a forum for online artists in order to start meeting new people in the filmmaking community. It was there she met Docker Montgomery, an actor from his role as Billy Hargrove from Stranger Things series. She thought that she was dating Billy. Isn't he, like, supposed to be like, the hottest guy from the show?
Will is.
Will's the hottest? Oh, I don't know. How delusional can you be? They hit it off right away. Oh, did they? Yeah, the guy who's an LA filmmaker is in a weird indie Kentucky filmmaking group. They hit it off right away, sending each other romantic messages and expressing their deep love for each other. Michaela was absolutely obsessed, so we're talking sexting like immediately.
She was sending pictures of her wet fingers.
God damn, dude. Rough episode for you so far. The actor told her to decide between her husband or him. Whoa! Michaela divorced her husband without hesitation to show that she was serious. Oh, Michaela, you stupid person. It was a rocky relationship, sure, but it's also just like, she had to have told the guy that it's like, yeah, Billy from Stranger Things is dating me. The husband's just like, what the f are you even on about? What's coming out of your gob? She recalls Montgomery expressing frustrations about his relationship with Liv Pollock, who was supposedly giving him money problems by taking control of his banking information. Yeah, so he's saying that Billy, the actor that's playing Billy, it's like, my girlfriend's fucking up my bank. I can't even get into my bank account. Michaela, who was also dealing with a controlling ex-husband, could relate. This brought them even Closer. The actor would slowly start asking for money through gift card exchanges and cryptocurrency, which Michaela regretfully indulged in. Over time, she has sent to him over $10,000 of Google Play gift cards and Doge. She eventually began to realize that this was too good to be true, ending things with her supposed lover after spending a fortune on him. I'm not saying that people can't find love. You're a person, you find out you'd start dating an actor because they like your TikToks or something. I don't fucking know. Anything is possible. If you start dating John Goodman, and John Goodman's asking, 87-year-old John Goodman is asking you for cryptocurrency and gift cards, Google Play gift cards, I would assume that's a scam. Be careful out there. But we get to move into the world of AI scams. AI, the crazy new thing. Very, very scary. What's real, what's not real anymore? I don't fucking know. We're all gonna burn in hell. People are able to take voice recordings of you or other people and implement scams themselves. That AI learning technology, it's very believable. It's pretty fucking scary. But here's a little post. So yesterday I got a call from my grandparents who asked me if I was okay.
Yeah, what do you want?
Confused, I said, of course I was. After some confusion, it turns out they got a call from an AI that used my voice to say I was in a car accident and needed money for the hospital, and also not to tell my parents.
I ain't got time for that shit.
That's so fucked. That's so creepy, too. So invasive.
You know how they do that? If you ever get a phone call and it's a lot of times if it's like silent.
I started blocking those.
Yeah, because if you're like, hello, or if you get weird calls and they're asking you specific things, because what they're trying to do is train your voice off the phone call.
I mean, I feel like everybody gets like toll-free bullshit, like, oh, have you done this, blah, 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 and you're like, fuck off, and you hang up. Which we get to talk about AI Brad Pitt scamming a poor French woman. Oui, oui. This year, a French woman named Anne lost 830,000 euros by a scammer pretending to be Brad Pitt. In response, she endured a giant wave of harassment and mockery. That's sad. It's dumb, but it's sad. Anne, who was married at the time, was contacted via Instagram by someone posing as Brad Pitt. Because Anne was new to social media, she was gullible and ended up chatting with him for a while. With old people, I feel like all you have to do, once again, it's not like I'm promoting this kind of shit, but I feel like all you have to do with old people is just be like, you see the name and you see the picture and you're like, that's them! How else would someone say that they're Brad Pitt? They have a picture of him, they have his name on an account.
Nowadays, there's even apps that will project your video live. So you could be like, hey, do a video call and voice modulate and face modulate.
Hey, I'm Brad Pitt. All right, all right, all right. She's like, hey, I thought that was Matthew McConaughey. He's like, yeah. The actor started asking for money in order to pay customs for the luxury gift he wanted to send her. I got you gifts, but you gotta pay for them. He would make up stories about how his bank accounts were frozen as a result of his divorce proceedings with Angelina Jolie. That's how you get those old women too, dude. Yeah, Angelina Jolie, that fucking bitch. Gone in 60 seconds, my ass. And would pay the money every time, and the scammer started to realize that he could easily squeeze more and more money out of her. Eventually, he fooled her into paying 775,000 euros to pay for kidney cancer treatment. To sell the lie, he sent AI-generated images of Brad Pitt in the hospital and believed they were real because there was no traces of these photos online, meaning they must have been taken just for her. So sad, dude. She herself was in cancer remission. Oh my god. So she felt sympathy for the poor actor. I feel like the floor from anything just dropped, you know what I mean? Like that gut feeling. Ugh. During this time, Anne got a divorce with her husband, which I wonder this too. I'm speculating because now I'm too sympathetic towards Anne. Going through cancer remission and kind of living your life, you're sitting there and you're just like, I don't even know if I'm happy in this marriage. You know, like it's just you're willing to take these risks now and you're easy to be swayed in these different directions. It's one of those things where it's like finally a piece of good luck comes my way. Brad Pitt or Billy from Stranger Things, which you would think, what the f are you thinking? But her daughter at the time had spent an entire year trying to convince her that this was all a hoax, but to no avail. She even had somebody being like, Mom, it's not Brad Pitt. I'm telling you that right now. To keep up the lie, the scammers crafted an AI-generated news report discussing the exclusive relationship Brad Pitt had with a woman named Anne. This eased her suspicions until she saw the news that Brad and Ines de Ramon entered a public relationship in 2024. No! You said you loved me. She ended things with the supposed actor and stated that the whole ordeal put her in a very dark place. She had attempted to take her own life 3 times. Crushed after realizing that she sent a majority of her savings to a scammer. No shit, dude. There's no way to get justice on these people either. So all these stories are just going to end with, it's just like, I guess that's what it is. If you get a call from somebody that's like, hey, this is Meat Canyon, I need money or whatever, it's real. I'm the one calling. No, seriously, the Patreon is open and I do need the help. We just need more puppets and we're setting up a new little space for more sets right now. So maybe consider supporting.
Not a scam.
It's not a scam. I know I'm smiling, but I'm just nervous now because It doesn't matter. Or we could talk about another man who was scammed out of $25,000 by an AI voice. Anthony, an older man from Los Angeles, was conned out of $25,000 after being targeted by AI scammers. He received a phone call from a person that sounded exactly like his son. The scammer used an AI voice to lie about being in a car accident with a pregnant woman who was rushed to the hospital. Who's pregnant? That would be an emotional call, dude. I'm gonna be a granddad? Wait, what? He then received a call from a supposed lawyer named Michael Roberts telling him, you need to get $9,200 as fast as you can if you want your son out of jail. Otherwise, he's in for 45 days. Scammers often ask for money with a sense of urgency to pressure victims into sending money without taking time to think of how suspicious the situation is. They want it now. It's gotta be now, you know, or you're gonna get in big trouble. Your son's in big trouble, and her pregnant wife, she's really pregnant. She's about to pop at any time, and he doesn't even know where she's at anymore, dude. You gotta get him out of jail. After rushing to the bank to retrieve the money, they call Michael Roberts back, and Uber was sent to their house to pick up the cash. An Uber, only for them to receive another call immediately. Apparently, the pregnant woman died. Raising the bail up astronomically. In a panic, they gathered more money and gave it to another Uber driver that showed up to retrieve it. Dude, I would never hand an Uber driver any amount of cash. I'd be like, you don't have a car? Hello? What? It was only when her daughter started trying to look up information about the supposed court case that they realized it was a scam. And once again, money's gone. He got. Or we could talk about a woman who thought that Elon Musk was calling her to pitch her an idea for an investment. That'd be a horrible call, wouldn't it? Elon calling you? Even the real thing, I'd be like, what do you invest? God, dude, really, Elon? A recent type of scam has resulted in billions of dollars being stolen by scammers.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to tell you about the Neuralink crypto token, the new cryptocurrency that will change the world forever.
By using AI, people have started creating fake advertisements where Elon Musk proposes an investment opportunity. 62-year-old Heidi Swan, one of the victims, recounts her experience seeing the ad on Facebook and TikTok, and in the ad, an AI voice of Elon Musk was used to sell this lie. This resulted in her spending $10,000 in cryptocurrency and sending it over only to get ghosted and left confused as to what happened. Or a man who was tricked out of $25 million from deepfake CEO. Who are these people? Is this fucking Warren Buffett? My God. In an especially absurd case of AI fraud, a finance worker from Hong Kong was conned out of $25 million. A Hong Kong millionaire, probably billionaire. In 2024, a multinational firm was targeted by AI scammers who had entered a call with a deepfake version of the company's chief financial officer. So they were able to get the fucking CFO's voice. That's crazy. In the call, there were several other employees there who were also deepfaked to sell the scene of a big company Zoom meeting. That's fucking like some Ocean's 11 shit. The guy ended up sending about $25.6 million USD to multiple bank accounts as instructed by the supposed bosses. That's insane. That isn't just a guy scamming someone being like, I'm Billy from Stranger Things. This is like an actual heist. We've given you a lot of scams today, right? So in this video, I at least want to take time to talk about common scam tactics or red flags that you should look for and that I'm going to even keep in mind moving forward in the future. So it isn't uncommon for a scammer to call you and say something and say nothing. They want to wait until you ask, is anybody there, before hanging up and using the audio sample to recreate your voice and scam people you know. So if you get a call from somebody who isn't saying shit, just hang up. Don't be the first person to say hello anymore. Hello is a thing of the past. And because let me tell you, silence, a regular person is going to be like, hello? Then you can have your conversation, all right? A clear sign that you're being scammed is if a person over the phone is trying to get payments through gift cards or cryptocurrency, because these type of payments are harder to trace by law enforcement. If anyone's asking you to pay a debt through Google Play gift cards or Ethereum, hang up the phone immediately. You'll be fine. Scammers play with your sense of urgency, but there's no reason why people need to rush to pay an officer over the phone. Often, it's safer to just hang up and call a local police station if anything feels suspicious. Let's say a scammer, you did a hit and run, which don't do that. I don't know where I'm going at with this. There's no reason you should pay a police officer on the phone, right? But I'm saying if for some reason somebody knows of a crime that you did, like that's what I'm saying, a hit and run, or like you stole a fucking pear from the store and they're just like, we know you stole something. Call the fucking local station, dude. Turn yourself in, you're a criminal. Actually, you know what? You deserve to be scammed for stealing that pear. Get rich quick situations are always too good to be true. Why would a Nigerian prince need your help? Don't be a fucking moron, right? There's no such thing as a get rich quick scheme. The only way I've ever heard that to ever work, honestly, is join the Meat Canyon Patreon, where there you get behind the scenes footage and kind of like tools for success and like just kind of automatic money generator. So I don't know. But all in all, those are some of the internet scams. It was fun going back through and looking at some of these again. AI is just scary. AI is in this place where I feel like before too long, you're going to start seeing videos of yourself. People are going to fabricate videos of you taking a bat and beating a dog to death and using that as blackmail against you. That's not even a year away, probably. Okay.
It's already happening.
It's already happening right now. And to think that it's one of those things, it's like kind of like cancer in a scary way, where it's like, that could never happen to me, until one day you get the bad call. So all I gotta say is be careful out there. People will do anything to get ahead. The world is a fucking rat race, and people are just like crawling on top of each other to see who can get ahead and who can, you know, scam as much money as they can out of people. So be careful with yourself. Just look out for some of these red flags. And for the love of God, Nigerian princes don't need your help. Take care, everyone. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Your daughter come to my house today, and she come on my property, and then she kick my dog, and now my dog needs operation. She kicked your? She kicked my dog. And she kicked your dog? Yes. Which daughter? The one who just answered the phone. No.